was Prime Minister Narendra Modi addressing the NDA, which met today in a new form, which had 38 members and a new look at New India, development-oriented, aspiration-oriented NDA. This happened at a time when just concluded session of the opposition in Bengaluru to take on Narendra Modi himself actually made up its name to India. I.N.D.I.A. And while both sides are preparing for the battle royal at the hustings in 2024, it seems very clear that the battle lines are drawn, and between now and next year elections, we're going to see positioning as far as elections is concerned, and elections have almost begun. The run-up to elections is almost here. And tonight, I jump straight into the debate as I introduce all our panelists today. Gaurav Bhatia, National Spokesperson of the BJP, joins the NewsHour tonight. Dr. Anand Ranganathan, author. Also joining me tonight is Harish Rawat ji, former Chief Minister of Uttarakhand. Tehseen Poonawala, political analyst. Ghanshyam Tiwari, National Spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party, has been away from the television screens for long. Welcome back, Ghanshyam Tiwari. Brajesh Kalappa, leader of the Aam Aadmi Party, old friend. Thank you for joining us tonight. Dr. Riju Datta, National Spokesperson of the Trinamool Congress. Rajiv Ranjan ji, National Secretary of the JDU. And Mr. Pulza Gandhi, spokesperson of the DMK. Welcome to all of you. But first, let me go off to a face-off between Mr. Gaurav Bhatia and Mr. Harish Rawat, former Chief Minister of Uttarakhand. And Harish Rawat ji, मेरा सवाल आपसे है कि क्या ये नंबर गेम है 26 वर्सेस 38, जहां नरेंद्र मोदी जी को आपने अभी सुना, ताकत पूरी, इतने सारे घटक दल उनके साथ, दूसरी तरफ कांग्रेस कहीं ना कहीं कॉम्प्रोमाइज करती हुई, एक तरफ बंगाल में आप ही के लीडर चिल्ला रहे हैं कि तृणमूल कांग्रेस ने उनके कार्यकर्ताओं के साथ क्या कर दिया, आम आदमी पार्टी के साथ आपकी तलवारें खींची हुई थी, लेकिन लोकसभा चुनाव के लिए कांग्रेस ने प्रधानमंत्री का दावा छोड़ दिया, कांग्रेस ने अपने कार्यकर्ताओं की गुहार छोड़ दी। आज मैं पूछना चाहती हूं, क्या कांग्रेस आज डिफेंसिव मैच में उतर आई है? रावत जी, मेरी आवाज आ रही है आपके पास? हरीश रावत जी, we'll try and reconnect to Mr. Harish Rawat, but Gaurav Bhatia, is the Congress playing a defensive game while the BJP is all set for an aggressive bowling battle with the united opposition on the other side?
Navika, this is a testimony to the fact that Indian National Congress as a political party has failed. My voice is echoing, if you could please get it corrected. Navika, we all are aware the craze that the Congress party has about stealing names. Don't forget how India is Indra and Indra is India was coined. But Indira Gandhi is still remembered as a leader who invoked emergency and tried to destroy our vibrant democracy. Gandhi Parivar stole the name Gandhi when they were Gandhi. Didn't make them as revered and respected as Mahatma Gandhi. And today, I would like to say, when they say this is India, okay, so I just want to tell you that if certain corrupt people believing in dynastic politics, who have been indulging in appeasement politics, come together masquerading as unifiers, that doesn't change the fact that they are actually destroyers, and it doesn't bestow on them the glory that the word India gets with it. And I must also say, the name might be India, and India is always glorious wherever it is used. But the product that they are trying to launch is defective. It wasn't launched earlier, it won't be launched this time. On one side is the confusion that prevails in this new group of thugs that have come together. On the other side, we heard the Prime Minister crystal clear in his vision for India. There is clarity on this side, there is confusion on that side. Second, the leadership issue. All the allies of the NDA have reposed their faith in the leadership of Shri Narendra Modi ji. Today, the entire country expected there would be an announcement on who the leader would be, but nothing happened. So they don't have a leader. Third, as you very rightly said, Congress party workers gave their life for the Congress party in West Bengal. And Rahul Gandhi today said, we will save democracy. Who would you save democracy from? You can't even save your workers in West Bengal. Rather, did you even muster the courage to discuss the 50 lives that have been lost because of the tyranny and the lawlessness that prevails in West Bengal? The answer is a categorical no. And that is why today we are now even sure that the BJP will get more than 303 seats. The NDA will cross the 400 mark. It is because this is a rudderless ship that doesn't even know the direction, which doesn't have a leader. And let me end by saying, even a person like Yaqub Memon, he held an Indian passport. That did not make him patriotic. Rather, it was an abuse of the word India. And this is the same which can be applied for the new Thakbandhan that has been rechristened. Thank you.
Very clear that no one convener was named, no strategy for who's fighting from where, because all these were the agenda for the talks. Today there is even a dispute on who coined the term India. Some say Mamata Banerjee said and proposed this name. The others say, no, Rahul Gandhi did it. So, is there more confusion? No leader, no blueprint, and right now, no strategy in terms of seats and who's fighting from where? Yes, Riju.
Are you asking me, Navika ji?
Yes,
Okay,
Riju Datta, my
thank
friend.
you. Thank you. See, Navika ji, two questions are answered today. The strategy of seat sharing will be answered in the further meeting. But two questions have been answered. If not Modi, who? It's India. And the third question, minimum program, common minimum program is BJP ko hatana hai aur desh ko bachana hai. The person who said Stephen stand openly. Out of those 38 crutches, 33 does not even have a representation in the Lok Sabha. And that is the fact. Why is the BJP so rattled about the opposition unity when you are doing the same nonsense? You are talking about Thagbandan, all the thugs. Is it not a fact that the Pradhan Mantri once said the most corrupt party in this country is NCP and Ajit Pawar is sitting with Pradhan Mantri in Ashok Hotel? So it is BJP is the bark of hypocrisy. They are a bunch of liars. They are corrupt thugs who, because NDA and CBI are controlled by them, they are not being counted or they are not being held accountable. After 2024, they'll all be behind bars. Anyways, but what does India stand for? What is this opposition alliance that stands for? The fight is for the constitution, its people, the voice of India, the ethos and the idea of India. We are fighting for that. So in 2024, does NDA have the guts to challenge India? Well, we will see. And my humble submission is this. First, before you talk about the opposition, first get your house in order. Control Kirit Somaiya. Your dignity is plastered all over national media. Sort your own house out. We are small. We are the opposition. We are nothing. You are huge. You are the world's largest party. So we are doing what is needed in a democracy.
Can I respond now?
Okay. All right.
We will do that.
Riju Datta, well, while I get Gaurav Bhatia to respond, law and order in Bengal is also something that you need to manage. Even if you are not as humongous at BJP, law and order is a subject matter that the Trinamool Congress should be worried about. But Gaurav Bhatia, respond to the charges made by Riju. Yeah, two wrongs don't make a right.
Okay.
The last time I heard it from you.
We are doing our part. The Prime Minister is not.
Okay, Gaurav Bhatia, respond.
Navika, yes. Navika, the TMC should not believe us for sure. bitter rivals, and BJP has been a strong opposition party in the West Bengal. But look at what I'm holding in my hand. Rahul Gandhi had something to say on TMC and Mamata Banerjee. He had said Sharda scam happened. It was one of the biggest scam in the country. Yet Mamata ji did not even utter a word on it. So corrupt TMC. This is what Rahul Gandhi said. Now who do we believe? Arvind Kejriwal says arrest Sonia Gandhi for the Augusta Westland. Lalu Prasad Yadav and Sharad Pawar are corrupt. Now he's seen with them. Who do we believe? The Congress says arrest of Manish Sisodiya is welcome and Arvind Kejriwal should be behind bars. The JDU says Lalu is a corrupt politician and they say that he should be behind bars. And Lalu says Nitish Kumar is a snake. The TMC, which butchered democracy, has nothing to say. But I want to ask, the people of India are asking, Aapka chehra kaun hai? What is your stand on democracy is dead in India as said by Rahul Gandhi? If democracy is dead, why are you forming this new combination? And also, the 50 murders that took place in West Bengal, law and order being a subject. You want to talk about Manipur? I am talking about Manipur. But you please answer. The Congress workers today are afraid of even participating
well,
in any rally.
Allow me to come in, Gaurav Bhatia. If corruption is an issue, then people, if you're picking up old sound bites, then people will pick up the sound bites of Devendra Fadnavis, what he said about Ajit Pawar, and that's not going to take us very far as this debate is concerned. But Harish Rawat ji, मेरा आपसे सवाल है, ये इंडिया नाम ममता बनर्जी ने रखा या राहुल गांधी ने? इस पूरे इंडिया का कन्वीनर कौन है? नीतीश कुमार जी, राहुल जी जो पहले निकल गए, या सोनिया गांधी जी? ये अभी तय नहीं हो पाया है। कहा गया था कि 450 सीटों पर ऑपोजिशन की तरफ से एक अपोज करेगा कैंडिडेट नरेंद्र मोदी और बीजेपी को। क्या आज वो तय हुआ? नहीं हुआ। ये 26 वर्सेस 38 की जो लड़ाई है, जिसमें से 26 में से 11 पार्टियों का एक भी सांसद नहीं है, यानी कि 42%, 42% of the parties don't even have a member of parliament in the Lok Sabha. Are you just creating a smoke screen? क्या ये सिर्फ ईडी सीबीआई के डर का गठबंधन है? आज ये सवाल बहुत पूछा जा रहा है।
Navika ji, from where I should start answering your question, आप मुझे 4 से 5 मिनट दीजिए। पहली बात तो मैं जो आपने 26 वर्सेस 38 कहा, हमारी 26 में तो सब पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज हैं और रजिस्टर्ड पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज हैं, रिकॉग्नाइज्ड पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज हैं, चाहे नेशनल लेवल पर हों चाहे स्टेट लेवल पर हों। और भाजपा के अंदर जो है वो पहले जो टुकड़े हैं, एक पार्टी के 3-4 टुकड़े, तो उन सबको 3-4 टुकड़ों को बुला करके आमंत्रित करके उन्होंने घबराए हुए भाजपा लीडरशिप ने ये 38 को जोड़ा है। यदि ऐसा जोड़ूं तो मैं केवल उत्तराखंड में आपको बता रहा हूं, हमारे पास उत्तराखंड क्रांति दल है, हमारे साथ एक लोकल अलायंस है, शेर सिंह की पार्टी जो है, जो हरिद्वार में कार्यरत है, भीम आर्मी है, वो अपोजिशन के साथ है जो है। तो इसलिए तीन तो यही हो जाते हैं। यदि इन सबको ऐसे जोड़ें तो ये तो करीब जो है 75-100 का गठबंधन होगा, क्योंकि हर वो फैक्शन जो आज लोकतंत्र बचाना चाहता है, जो आज संविधान के प्रति प्रतिज्ञारत है और उसको बचाना चाहता है, वो सब एकजुट हो रहे हैं और उनको ये 26 पार्टियां रिप्रेजेंट करती हैं। नंबर 1। नंबर 2, आपने मुझसे कहा ये आइडिया कहां से आया इंडिया का। ये इंडिया का आइडिया जो है इंडिया के लोगों से, भारत के करोड़ों इंसानों से इमर्ज होकर के आया है और उसको 26 राजनीतिक दलों ने एक राय से स्वीकार करने का काम किया है। हाँ, दिस इज द आइडिया। आइडिया क्या है? इंडियन नेशनल डेवलपमेंटल इंक्लूसिवनेस अलायंस। तो ये
No.
अपने आप में भारत की
all
सारी
right, it's a great name, it's a great acronym that you have formed. पर हरीश रावत जी, डेमोक्रेसी अगर खतरे में है मणिपुर में, तो डेमोक्रेसी बंगाल में खतरे में नहीं है? ये भी तो जवाब दीजिए।
नहीं, देखिए, मणिपुर में आपने दो कम्युनिटीज को लड़ा दिया और नॉर्थ ईस्ट के अंदर आपने एक प्रकार टर्मोइल पैदा कर दिया। जो शांत नॉर्थ ईस्ट था, आपने एक पेंडोरा बॉक्स खोल दिया। जहां तक बंगाल का है, बंगाल के अंदर इस तरीके की हिंसा की घटनाएं कोई नई बात नहीं है। हाँ,
अच्छा।
और ये पहले भी होती रही है। भाजपा भी इसमें इन्वॉल्व है, दूसरे राजनीतिक दल भी इसमें इन्वॉल्व हैं। ऐसा नहीं है कि कोई अछूता है। हाँ, हिंसा को रोका जाना चाहिए और उसको रोका, हर पार्टी को भी उसका संकल्प लेना चाहिए और सरकार को भी दृढ़ता से उस दिशा में
अधीर रंजन चौधरी जी ने कांग्रेस छोड़ दी। हरीश जी,
मणिपुर, बंगाल,
अधीर रंजन चौधरी जी ने कांग्रेस छोड़ दी।
पोल वायलेंस जो है,
हरीश जी,
वहां कोई डेमोक्रेसी,
अधीर रंजन चौधरी जी ने कांग्रेस छोड़ दी है।
खतरा नहीं हो रहा है। मणिपुर के अंदर देश की इंटीग्रिटी पर खतरा पैदा हो गया है।
अच्छा, ये बताइए, जो आज आपका संकल्प आया,
मैं कम से कम नाविका जी आपके स्तर से, मैं देखिए, गौरव जी की बात समझता हूं। जब उनके प्रधानमंत्री जी बौखलाए हुए हैं, तो गौरव भैया तो आज जो है बेचारे पता नहीं कितने घंटे लगाए होंगे पोता पत्र ढूंढने में, किसने किसके खिलाफ क्या कहा। और आज एक बात जो हम कहना चाहते हैं,
हमारी खुशी छुपी है।
गौरव जी, द प्लेटफॉर्म वाज गिवन टू मी, काइंडली लेट मी फिनिश, काइंडली लेट मी फिनिश माय वो। मैं
आपसे एक सवाल नहीं,
सवाल कर लीजिए। चलिए, आप कर लीजिए।
सवाल ये है, आज आपका संकल्प पत्र मैंने देखा, ये जो सारी 26 दलों का आया, इसमें भ्रष्टाचार पे एक शब्द नहीं है, परिवारवाद पे एक शब्द नहीं है, और मणिपुर का जिक्र तो है, लेकिन कांग्रेस के कार्यकर्ता मारे गए। अधीर रंजन चौधरी जी ने कहा ममता बनर्जी जंगल राज का पर्याय है, इस पे कुछ नहीं था, समझ में नहीं आया। कांग्रेस के कार्यकर्ता मारे गए, आप ममता बनर्जी के साथ डिनर कर रहे थे। धन्यवाद।
गौरव जी, आप किस कैंप में हो आजकल भाजपा के अंदर? राजनाथ सिंह जी से नाराज हो? उनके पुत्र पंकज सिंह में आपको परिवारवाद नहीं दिखाई देता? क्या आप जो है वसुंधरा जी और उनके भतीजे साहब में उनमें आपको यदि भाजपा के अंदर परिवारवाद है तो वो माफ है, और यदि कांग्रेस और अलायंस में है तो माफ नहीं है। मतलब जब तक अकाली आपके साथ थे, परिवारवाद वो जो ओके, जब तक शिवसेना आपके साथ थी, परिवारवाद वो जो ओके।
लेकिन हरीश रावत जी, अलाउ मी टू कम इन। हरीश रावत जी, व्हेन आई इंटरव्यूड you before the Uttarakhand sarkar was formed during the elections, आप ही ने बताया था कि आपके मगरमच्छ आप ही के पार्टी से हैं, जो आपके पीछे पीछे भागते रहते हैं। ये आपके शब्द है, मेरे नहीं थे तब भी ये आपके थे। हाँ, तो मगरमच्छ आज कांग्रेस के अंदर नहीं है, तो मगरमच्छ साथ आ गए हैं आपके। क्या चल रहा है, कौन सी वाइल्ड लाइफ फिल्म चल रही है, मैं नहीं जानती, लेकिन people of India want to know what is it that brought all of these different parties together. What is the agenda? Is it development? Is it fighting for the people? Is it uplifting the lives of the people of India? Or is it only the bid to power? Because power is required, otherwise ED and CBI will spoil the story.
The News Hour first. We'll be right back after the break.
When journalism is led by integrity and when experience meets passion, there is no scope for half-truths. When noise drowns out the truth and many lose sight of what is the real issue.
I ask the legitimate question and uncover the whole truth. Don't tax the poor people who are using petrol, diesel to go to work or to send their children to school. I give you the complete picture in black and white. Not a colored opinion, facts that help you form your opinion.
The NewsHour at 9. Weeknights at 9. Only on Times Now.
Explosive, exclusive and beyond.
The show that gets you the inside track.
A deep dive into stories that matter.
Raising questions you won't ask.
Your voice is now our voice. Watch Blueprint with me, Meghna,
And Pranesh,
at 6:30 p.m. every weekday.
only on Times Now.
Can I have your attention, please? क्या आप दिन की सही शुरुआत ढूंढ रहे हैं? I believe in an action-packed, fast-paced, agenda-setting start to the day. खबर सिर्फ दिखाना नहीं, असर होना भी जरूरी है. I'm Amita Badwa. I'm Pratibha. मैं हूँ शिखा मल्होत्रा and you're watching the Morning News Hour.
When news is troubling.
They rented this house right here and 3 days later she was murdered.
When news is for common man.
We are asking you for the Aam Aadmi that why the proper checks and balances were not done, sir.
When news is for nation.
Right now, I'm just few meters away from Pakistani force which is acting as launch pads for terrorists.
When news is exclusive.
We are reporting from few miles away from the line of actual control.
We report from ground zero. Time now. Action begins here.
Prime time isn't just about debates.
It's about knowing the news
We give you facts,
with context and without bias,
the long
and short
of what made the headlines.
Factual and forthright on News Now overnight.
News should be up to your expectations. News should be reliable. News should be experience-based. News should be balanced. And news should definitely be factual and accurate. I, Madhav Gopalakrishnan, get you the news straight, loaded with facts, because there's nothing more important to me than to get it right. I bring news that you can trust, because Times Now and its viewers expect nothing less. Watch Nation Wants to Know with me, Madhav Gopalakrishnan.
She asks tough questions like no other journalist.
आपके ऊपर तो कई घोटालों के भी आजकल आरोप लग रहे हैं. देश में सिर्फ एक बात की चर्चा है कि क्या बीजेपी राहुल गांधी से डर गई.
She takes on the masters of Indian politics like no one else can.
विपक्ष कम से कम उत्तर प्रदेश में ये कह रहा है कि आप हवा बना रहे हैं, निवेश कोई आया ही नहीं इस राज्य में. राहुल गांधी का कहना है कि देश में लोकतंत्र मरता जा रहा है, खतरे में है.
Because she speaks for you the way no one else can.
What about the charges against the government that this is a favored company by the government? How do you look at India on the world map of countries to watch out?
Because your voice must be heard, your questions answered, above all else. Frankly speaking, with Navika Kumar.
Truth isn't very complicated. Only agendas make it obfuscated. So avoid the whataboutery. Stay away from the lazy analysis. Because you get the truth when you are upfront. For the intelligent, incisive Indian. India Upfront with me, Padmaja Joshi, weeknights 8 p.m. only on Times Now.
The News Hour first.
On the issue of ED CBI, is that the only uniting glue that holds the opposition parties together?
I saw this beautiful picture, Navika, in which the Honorable Prime Minister was there. And of course, I saw Mr. Amit Shah. But honestly, I couldn't recognize any of the others. I could only see Mr. Gadkari, whom I recognized. But I'm told that there were 38 others. And I don't know who they are. I think they belong to parties which don't have any members of parliament. And I later, did a research in which I find that 8 parties have 0 MPs and 9 parties have single MPs. That's all right. I mean, if you're going to say that, the NDA and the India, they have, a similar number of parties and so on and so forth, that's all right. But all I'm thinking is that here was a Prime Minister who said that, look, I'm good enough for everybody, but why is he projecting 38 people who are non-existent? Nobody knows who they are. Why is he projecting those people? One. Two, you asked a question about the CBI, EDI and IT. Why is he not projecting the real collaborators behind the Bharatiya Janata Party? And these are the alliance partners, CBI, EDI and IT. They are the real alliance partners of the Bharatiya Janata Party. I think if the Prime Minister were to display true constituents of the NDA, they would certainly be the CBI, EDI and the IT. And they have been playing their extraordinary role. Well. Not just
and you recognize the ED, CBI and IT well, even though you may not recognize the other political parties in the NDA. Well, that's the way the cookie crumbles. But Dr. Anand Ranganathan, tonight I want to ask you, as a normal, ordinary Indian citizen, what do you see when there is a display of a new alliance partnership which is called I.N.D.I.A, India for short, and on the other side you see the NDA. New description the Prime Minister gave it, but it is the old NDA as well. What do you see? And do you think people are only going to look at acronyms, or are they going to look at agendas? What is the perspective and what is it that both sides bring to the table for the people of India?
Good evening, Navika, and good evening to my fellow panelists. I've been waiting for 40 minutes, so can I please expect some...
Don't blame me for that. 20 out of those 40 minutes were taken by the Prime Minister, so...
All right, justifiably. No, Navika, look, India, said Rahul Gandhi quite infamously, is not a nation but a union of states. India, or as you said, Indian National Development Inclusive Alliance, is indeed not for the nation, but a union of corrupt, immoral, sectarian, communal states. And this is not me saying it, but rather Congress itself. Let me explain. Please give me a couple of minutes. Congress wants to save the life of democracy in India by teaming up with Mamata Banerjee, who it blamed for the death of democracy in Bengal. Congress wants to rid corruption in India by teaming up with Pinarayi Vijayan, who it blamed for the 100 crore scam in Kerala. Congress wants to purge sectarianism in India by teaming up with Bhagwant Mann, who it blamed for appeasing Khalistanis in Punjab. Congress wants to rid terror appeasement in India by teaming up with Stalin, who it blamed for felicitating Rajiv Gandhi's killer in Tamil Nadu. Congress wants to remove sleaze from India by teaming up with Nitish Kumar, who it blames for perpetrating the massive Srijan scam. Congress wants to eradicate Mafia Raj from India by teaming up with Akhilesh, who it blamed for Mafia Raj in UP. Congress wants to eradicate communalism from India by teaming up with Indian Union Muslim League, who it blames for riots and evil deeds. Congress wants to end separatism in India by teaming up with Mehbooba Mufti, who it blames for betraying people in Kashmir. Congress wants to eradicate horse trading in India by teaming up with Soren, who it blames for horse trading and the rest of its MLAs in Jharkhand. Congress wants to imprint Savarkar as a coward, treacherous assassin on the collective memory of India by teaming up with Uddhav Thackeray, who wants to honor Savarkar with Bharat Ratna. Congress wants to eradicate misgovernors in India by teaming up with Kejriwal, who it blames for massive misgovernance in Delhi. Amika, just 20 seconds. How on earth can one be so hypocritical in their quest for power? That's right. On Earth you can't, but probably on Jupiter you can. If India is a union of states, then by Congress's own logic, it doesn't mind India being a union of governments ruling it.
Will you allow us? Will you give us the same amount of time to answer these all falsehood?
Why are you so rattled? I took less than 2 minutes. I exposed you.
Okay. Harish Rawat ji, you have the right to rebut. You have the right to rebut. Rebut any of the facts that he has put out today.
ये दिखाता है कि एनडीए और उसके सपोर्टर कितने बौखला गए हैं केवल 26 राजनीतिक दलों के टीम अप होने से। कितने बौखला गए? इनकी बौखलाहट को जाहिर करता है।
और आपने तो ये कहा था जो कि गौ हत्या करते हैं
बिल्कुल ऑन फैक्ट्स।
रहने का अधिकार नहीं है।
If Navika ji allowed me,
ये वो है
me and give me the same amount of time which was given to you and your friend Gaurav Bhatia and others, so I can answer each and every points raised by you.
बताइए ना, there are the contradictions. The contradictions have been pointed out. आप सावरकर के खिलाफ हैं, उद्धव ठाकरे सावरकर के साथ हैं. आप तृणमूल कांग्रेस के खिलाफ हैं, लेकिन इंडिया में उनके साथ हैं. बताइए तो सही, डिफेंस क्या है? आप बताइए, आपका समय है.
ये चैलेंज है, ओपन चैलेंज. हरीश रावत जी, आपको वोट दूंगा मैं.
जिस समय देश को, लोकतंत्र को, संविधान को, गांधी, नेहरू, अंबेडकर की मर्यादा को बचाना है, स्वतंत्रता संग्राम की मर्यादा को बचाना है, उसके लिए द कंसेप्ट ऑफ इंडिया इटसेल्फ इन डेंजर, उसको बचाना है. तो उसके लिए 26 दल एक हुए हैं, इकट्ठा हुए हैं, उसके लिए लड़ रहे हैं.
Well, so let me ask Ghanshyam Tiwari ji. Ghanshyam Tiwari ji, in the name of saving democracy, you will condemn Manipur, which you have done in the statement that has come out, but you will be silent on Bengal. Does this not seem like a hypocritical position that you are taking? By all means, attack the government in the center. By all means, the opposition is expected to do that. But why are you papering over the rest of the world, rest of the country, when the facts are in front of you? Ghanshyam Tiwari.
Good evening, Navika ji, to you, the viewers and the fellow co-panelists. Three things stand. One, the Nakli and Dikhauti alliance is exposed today when they create 38 plus 2 ED CBI, as you put it and other BJP people often put it, that is 40. And Alibaba Chalis Chor is a common phrase used across the country. The point is, why is this Nakli and Dikhauti alliance in place? The length of time the Prime Minister spoke, if he had uttered the word Manipur, that would be the true sense of the Prime Minister rather than a prime time minister. The Prime Minister cannot operate in past time minister, prime time minister and Prachar time minister. This is a real issue. The world is asking questions on Manipur, but the Prime Minister does not have the courage, just like he does not have the courage to open the parliament, speak about Adani. He does not have the courage to go to Manipur. That's one part. The list that BJP rattles often can be rattled by anybody. That black money, 100 दिन में काला धन आएगा, 2 करोड़ रोजगार दिए जाएंगे, सबको घर मिल जाएगा, किसानों की आय डबल हो जाएगी. The lies and blatant propaganda of BJP has no end. The fact of the matter is, BJP is today very strong. They are so strong that to save a few Gujarati corrupt businessmen, they can shut down the parliament. They are so strong.
Ghanshyam Tiwari, to begin to use such terms, Gujarati and this, it's not fair. Gujarat is as much part of India, and these businessmen.
I think there are worse terms, Mahathag and everything has been used. Please, if you use editorial judgment, at least use it fairly. I said corrupt Gujarati businessmen. What is wrong with that?
Because you're picking up on a state and you're picking up on business without a shred of evidence, and that shows that you are being vindictive because you want to target the Prime Minister. And that's what the Prime Minister spoke about. So let me get in Mr. Gandhi of the DMK. Mr. Gandhi, the Prime Minister, I'm short of time because considerable time was lost on the debate. Let me get in Mr. Gandhi. Mr. Gandhi, the question tonight is, the Prime Minister said, yes, there can be an alliance. There is an alliance that has been made today in Bengaluru with the new name India. There is an alliance on the side. But one talks about negativity, about removing Modi, about criticism of Modi, does not talk about the positive agenda for the country. On the other side, there is the future plan of the next 25 years. I want to ask you, people want to know, what do you stand for?
Navika, I'm quite surprised that you still believe in the rhetorics of Mr. Modi. Today there is a significant step as far as opposition unity is concerned. 26 parties joined together, and these 26 parties are either ruling the states or dominant in various states. Whereas Prime Minister Modi was forced to convene a meeting of 38 parties which most of the parties does not even have councillors. Let us forget about parliamentarians or even MLAs. And nobody has heard about these political parties. And even we are quite surprised whether these parties are really a political party registered with the Election Commission, or is just a group of some handful of individuals which the Prime Minister forced to head. So, in this situation, there will be always there is a jittery on the part of Mr. Modi that he is going to lose the elections, and the opposition parties.
Is Mr. Modi jittery? और let me get in राजीव रंजन जी. राजीव रंजन जी ये कह रहे हैं मोदी जी घबराए हुए हैं. मुझे तो लगता है कि कहानी कुछ और ही है. नीतीश जी और लालू जी तो प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस से पहले चले गए. पिछली बार पटना में जब हुआ था तो केजरीवाल जी पहले निकल गए, स्टालिन जी पहले निकल गए. चक्कर क्या है? कौन नर्वस है, कौन जिटरी है?
देखिए, पिछली बार अगर सवाल खड़े हुए कि स्टालिन पहले निकल गए और पहले केजरीवाल जी निकल गए, तो उसका जवाब तो आपको आज मिल गया होगा कि आज ये सबके सब 26 की जो आज 2 दिवसीय बैठक है बेंगलुरु में सब उपस्थित थे. और नीतीश कुमार जी और लालू जी, नीतीश कुमार जी तो इस विपक्षी एकता के प्रमुख शिल्पकार हैं. वो आर्किटेक्ट है अपोजिशन यूनिटी के इस पूरे कैंपेन के. ये जो महामिशन है, इसके लिए नीतीश कुमार जी ने देश भर के तमाम राजनीतिक दलों से बातचीत की है. देखिए, जो वास्तविक चुनौती है आज वो एनडीए के लिए है, और इंडिया का मतलब 150 करोड़ लोग, उनकी आकांक्षाएं, उनकी उम्मीदें जो नरेंद्र मोदी जी से जुड़ी थी 2014 में, इसीलिए एक विराट जनादेश उन्हें मिला था. लेकिन कई लोगों ने उनकी असफलताओं को गिनाया. लेकिन मैं एक बात जरूर कहूंगा, इन 10 वर्षों का कार्यकाल झूठ, फरेब, बेईमानी, बड़े भ्रष्ट व्यवसायियों को प्रोत्साहन, और ये सच है, ये समाजवादी पार्टी ने बिल्कुल सही कहा कि आपके पास साहस नहीं है, मणिपुर पर
साहस नहीं है, जिटरी है, सब तमाम प्रॉब्लम्स हैं. मेरे पास समय बिल्कुल कम है. I'll give you a one-liner, Gaurav Bhatia, because you have the right to rebut all political. I don't have any time, I'm being told, but one sentence. That's all I have time for.
Okay. कुछ भी कर ले, ये आएंगे तो मोदी ही 303 सीटों से ज्यादा आएंगे.
Well, that's the confidence on one side. Is it overconfidence? Is the battle going to get tough? Well, we'll have to wait and watch. Watch this space, because elections have come early, and tonight is the announcement of those elections of 2024. Whenever the Election Commission chooses to announce the dates, it's just a matter of detail. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for joining me on the News Hour.